In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled between dense forests and rolling hills, there stood an old gymnasium that bore witness to an unsettling tale. The gym, known as Iron Haven, had been the heart of the community for decades. However, as the years passed, strange occurrences began to unfold within its walls. Late one stormy night, a group of friends decided to have a midnight workout session at Iron Haven. The gym was usually empty at that hour, creating an eerie atmosphere amplified by the creaking sounds of the old equipment. The dim lighting cast long shadows that danced across the walls as the friends pushed through their routines. As they sweated and strained, the temperature in the gym seemed to drop unnaturally. The friends dismissed it as a draft, but an unsettling feeling lingered. In the mirrored walls, they occasionally caught glimpses of fleeting shadows that didn't seem to belong to any of them. As the clock struck midnight, the gym's atmosphere shifted dramatically. The lights flickered, and the friends heard distant whispers echoing through the empty space. Unease settled over them like a heavy fog. Despite their growing discomfort, they pressed on, attributing the strange occurrences to their overactive imaginations. However, as one of them approached the weights area, a chilling gust of wind extinguished the overhead lights. In the darkness, a ghostly figure materialized, a silhouette with an otherworldly glow. Panic set in as the friends fumbled to find the exit. The figure, seemingly made of shadows, advanced slowly, causing the air to become thick with dread. Desperation fueled their escape, and as they burst through the gym doors, the lights flickered back to life. Gasping for breath, the friends glanced back at Iron Haven, only to find the ghostly figure now standing at the entrance, staring at them with empty, soulless eyes. The whispers grew louder, chilling them to the bone. Terrified, they ran into the stormy night, leaving Iron Haven behind. From that night forward, the gym acquired a sinister reputation. Locals spoke of strange noises, eerie shadows, and the ghostly figure that haunted anyone brave enough to venture into the gym after dark. Iron Haven became a place avoided by the townsfolk, a once beloved community hub now shrouded in the darkness of an otherworldly mystery. In the small, picturesque town of Hollowbrook, there stood a fitness center known as Eclipse Fitness. It had been a bustling hub for health enthusiasts, its modern equipment and sleek design attracting locals from all walks of life. However, beneath the surface of its shiny exterior lurked a tale that would send shivers down the spines of anyone who dared to step foot within its walls after dusk. One autumn evening, a group of 5 friends, Alex, Rachel, Chris, Emily, and Jake, decided to embark on a late-night fitness adventure. The idea was born out of curiosity and a touch of teenage bravado, as the rumors surrounding Eclipse Fitness were whispered among the town's youth. The gym was said to have a history of strange happenings, from unexplained noises to sightings of shadowy figures. The clock struck midnight as the friends sneaked into the gym, armed with flashlights and fueled by a mix of excitement and trepidation. The air inside was thick with the scent of metal and rubber, and the only sound was the muffled hum of the vending machines. The flickering fluorescent lights cast eerie shadows that seemed to dance with a life of their own. As they began their workout routines, the atmosphere inside Eclipse Fitness grew increasingly tense. Creaks and groans echoed through the empty corridors, causing the friends to exchange nervous glances. The gym equipment seemed to take on a life of its own, with weights clanking and machines whirring as if powered by unseen hands. Midway through their workout, the friends heard a faint melody, a haunting piano tune that seemed to emanate from the gym's deserted cardio area. The group, drawn by both fear and curiosity, followed the ghostly music. As they approached, the temperature plummeted, and their breath hung in the air like ethereal wisps. In the cardio zone, they encountered a figure cloaked in darkness, hunched over an old, dusty piano. Its skeletal fingers danced across the keys, producing the haunting melody that had lured them in. The friends stood frozen, unable to tear their eyes away from the spectral pianist. Suddenly, the figure ceased playing, and the gym fell into a silence so profound it felt almost suffocating. Slowly, the entity turned its head toward them, revealing hollow eyes that gleamed with the spectral light. A collective gasp escaped the friends as the figure extended a bony finger, pointing towards the exit. Terrified, they stumbled backward, their footsteps echoing through the empty gym. As they burst through the doors into the cool night, Eclipse Fitness seemed to exhale a sigh of relief. The friends huddled together, attempting to comprehend the supernatural encounter they had just experienced. From that night on, Eclipse Fitness acquired a dark reputation among the townsfolk. Locals spoke of the ghostly pianist, whose music could be heard on moonlit nights, echoing through the empty gym. Eclipse Fitness, once a beacon of wellness, became a place avoided by the bravest souls in Hollowbrook, its mysterious aura forever etched into the town's collective memory. In the quaint town of Cedar Hollow, nestled deep within the embrace of mist-shrouded woods, there stood an ancient gymnasium known as Spectres Forge. This aging structure had witnessed generations of fitness enthusiasts sculpting their bodies within its time-worn walls. However, as the town's population dwindled, so did the vibrancy of the gym, until it became a relic of bygone days. On a chilly autumn night, a group of friends Mark, Sarah, Jason, and Lisa decided to explore the mysteries that surrounded Spectres Forge. The gym, with its fading paint and creaking floorboards, had taken on an eerie aura that piqued their curiosity. They had heard tales from the older townsfolk, stories of strange occurrences and spectral apparitions that frequented the gym after hours. The clock struck midnight as the friends, armed with flashlights and fueled by a mixture of fear and excitement, slipped through the rusted gates of Spectres Forge. The air inside hung heavy with the scent of old leather and dampness. The dim lighting flickered as if reluctant to illuminate the secrets held within. The friends began their workout, the squeaks of the aging machines echoing through the cavernous space. As they delved deeper into their routines, a peculiar chill settled over the gym. A cold breeze whispered through the corridors, rustling the faded banners that adorned the walls. Unperturbed, they dismissed it as a consequence of the decaying structure. As the night wore on, the group noticed peculiar shadows slithering along the periphery of their vision. Each fleeting movement sent shivers down their spines, but they pressed on, attributing the phenomenon to the tricks of their imagination. Yet, the shadows seemed to coalesce, taking on shapes that defied the laws of the tangible world. Midnight approached, and a distant sound reverberated through the gym, a rhythmic drumbeat that seemed to echo from the depths of the past. Intrigued and unnerved, the friends followed the haunting rhythm, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. The drumbeat led them to the heart of Spectres Forge, where an ancient drum set stood in the center, untouched by time. As they gazed at the drums, the gym's atmosphere shifted. The air grew charged with an otherworldly energy, and the drumsticks began to move of their own accord, beating out a spectral rhythm. A ghostly figure materialized, a drummer from a bygone era, his translucent form swaying to the ethereal beat. The friends watched in awe as the ghostly drummer played, his rhythmic cadence filling the gym. It was a performance that transcended time, a fusion of the living and the spectral. Yet, as the clock struck midnight, the apparition slowly faded away, leaving behind an echoing silence. The friends, now spellbound by the paranormal encounter, left Spectres Forge with a newfound respect for the mysteries that lingered within its walls. From that night forward, the gym became a place of reverence and caution among the townsfolk, its spectral drummer a legend whispered in hushed tones on moonlit nights. Spectres Forge, once a forgotten relic, now held a place in the town's folklore, a haunting reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed in the shadows of the past.